Welcome to my channel. My name is Quanda if you're new here. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how I did this Cheshire, I always struggle to say this word, Cheshire Cat makeup look from Alice in Wonderland. It was super easy. This is like a last minute Halloween costume idea if you don't have like an outfit to wear, because people will still get it, and it's also very easy. So yeah, if you want to see how I did this, keep watching. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button while you're here. That would really make me happy if you did that for me. Thanks. Hi. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to try my best to make this as easy as possible and not do the most, but y'all know me, I'll be doing the most for no good reason. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the brows because I'm going to try to do them like a purplish color. So I'm going to use my handy dandy P. Louise base in white and just cover the brows with this first. I'm just going to use a regular like makeup sponge. I'm also going to try to not use paint today. One, because I don't feel like having to wash all of that off. And two, because this is supposed to be like a last minute easy situation. So I'm just going to try to use things that are in my normal makeup collection. Anywho, I'm going to use two palettes today. I'm going to try to limit it to two palettes. One of those palettes is the ABH Amrezy palette, just because there's lots of pinks and like purples in here. And then also the James Charles palette because there's a good purple eyeshadow in there. So I'm going to try to just limit it to those two. So for the brows, I'm just going to be using this shade Simsa in the Amrezy palette. And then I'm just going to use an angled brush. I really like this shade because it's like a good mix between like a pink and a purple. So to do this, I'm just outlining my brow, basically doing a line at the bottom of my brow, a line at the top of my brow, and then for this front portion, just kind of flicking upward to get hair-like strokes. And then I'm just going to clean these brows up with concealer as I normally would. It's really funny that I'm doing this because I've never even watched Alice in Wonderland, but I just think the colors of the cat are cute. And I accidentally bought these like cat eye pink contacts, and I thought they were just regular pink contacts for like another look that I was doing, and I was like, well, we need to do something with these pink cat eyes. So anyways, let me show that. I'm going to clean up my brows with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. Now that I have my brows on, I'm going to take that P. Louise base in white and use that to prime my eyelids for eyeshadow. Okay, now that I have that on, I'm just going to take the Coty Airspun powder and set that in place. And then for the eyes, going to use the Amrezy palette again. So we're going to use that same color, Simsa, and we're going to use the shade Cupcake on the lid. Super easy. I'm not going to do a cut crease or anything like that. I'm really just going to slap the shadows on there. So I'm going to start with the pink from the James Charles palette. Just dust this in my crease. And then lower in the crease, I'm going to go in with the shade Simsa, which is the same shade we used on the brows. I'm really just going to focus this on the outer portion of my eye and then up into the crease. This does not have as much depth as I want it to have, so I'm just going to add a little bit of the purple from the James Charles palette as well. Again, focusing it just in my lower crease and on the outer portion of my lid. Cool. And then on my lid, taking the shade Cupcake right here. I'm just going to use my finger and put that on my lid. Then I'm just going to do a wing liner. On the top, I'm going to use One Size, the One Size liner by Patrick Starr, Point Made. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes. I'd recommend using Demi Wispies from Ardell, but I ran out, so I'm just going to use some basic INB lashes. But the Demi Wispies, they kind of like start out shorter and then they get longer as they get to the end, so it kind of helps give you that cat eye effect. I'd recommend using those. Alright, now that the lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead and sketch out the mouth. And I'm just going to use this brown eyebrow pencil. This is from like a local hair supply store, so I don't just use anything. And because this is last minute and I'm not wanting to do a whole lot, I'm just going to do the smile with like the straight teeth and not the like jagged ones. I'm coming like right above my lips and right below my lips to make the smile. I'm bringing it out pretty far. I know y'all can probably barely see that, but anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, and I'm going to basically apply it everywhere but try to avoid this area. And now I'm going to highlight using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. And then I'm going to use the ABH setting powder in the shade Banana to set those highlights. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish up the eyes. So I'm just going to use those same shades that I used on the top. I'm going to use Simsa on our lower lash line, and I'm going to blend it out with the pink from the James Charles palette. And go ahead and dust this powder away. It's going to be cute. I know it looks kind of weird right now, but it's because I haven't filled this in yet. Anywho, to finish up on the eyes, I'm going to use this Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Liner, and I'm going to put that in my waterline and also kind of extend this front portion of like my top lash line. So I probably didn't do the best job of explaining this, but I literally just kind of like made a little triangle here and connected the top lash line to the lower lash line. And now I'm just going to try to create the mouth. I'm going to use this Mehron Clown White paint. Use whatever you got. Oh, I'm not excited to put this over my lips. Now that I have this shape carved out, I'm going to use the white eyeshadow in the James Charles palette to set this. I'm going to use the gel liner that I used earlier, and I'm going to outline this. Alright, now I'm just going to do some vertical lines all the way across. And then I'm just going to make one line through the middle so that he's got two racks. And then I'm going to just like round out the tops and bottoms of the teeth. So on the bottom I'm basically just drawing little U's and filling it in from like each little line. See, I just made a U, making another U, another U, and then I'm just going to fill in the little spaces. And then I'll do the same exact thing on the top. I definitely jacked this lip up really bad. Or this tooth up. It's not the best, but we're in a rush. It's the last minute. And it works. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start on my nose. I'm going to use this P. Louise base in Winter Rose. And I'm just going to draw that bad boy on there with that. So then I'm going to take the eyeliner again, and I'm going to outline this and also just kind of create some little nostril things here. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw some little whiskers. And now I'm going to go ahead and start on making the little stripes. So I'm going to use the James Charles palette and basically use all these shades over here. And then because I'm just slightly bored with how this looks, I'm going to go back into the Amrezy palette and I'm going to use the shade Barb, which is like, y'all can't see this probably, but it's like an iridescent glitter, and I'm going to add that over some of these little stripes and on my nose, I think. And I'm going to use it as a brow highlight. And then I feel like my cheeks could use some pink. I'm going to use some blush from the Sahara Blush Volume 1 palette. I'm just going to use this pink here lightly. Yeah, and so I'm pretty much done, but now I'm going to add my contacts that I was talking about earlier to complete this look. And I have contacts in already, but I can't see without them, so I'm just going to add these on top of it, and hopefully it's fine. Well, y'all, that pretty much completes this look for the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. This was super easy. Again, I made this to be like a last minute Halloween costume idea situation, so I did it very simply. You could definitely jazz it up a little more if you want to. You can add stripes on the neck with like the pink and purple, or to get some cat ears, whatever you want to do. But yeah, this was super easy, didn't take a lot of time. And I hope you will subscribe and join me for the rest of my videos that I'll be posting this week. So yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Bye!